Now students, let us try to understand the civil rights movement in the United States of America. Now this movement was one of the most powerful struggles for justice and equality in the modern history. Now this movement took place in the 50s and 1960s when the African Americans they faced racial discrimination, which means a discrimination on the basis of color, right? They were treated as second class citizens in their own country. Now the African Americans they were forced to sit in different seats in the buses. They had to drink water from separate water tanks and they had to attend the schools which was underfunded and meant only for the blacks. Now the restaurants, the parks and the hospitals had whites only signboard, which means this reminded the blacks that they are not welcome there. In many of the southern states in America, they were denied the right to vote, basic right, and through intimidation. But the worst was violence and terror they had to face. Lynchings were common. The black men, women, and even children were beaten, hanged, and burnt alive by the white people. And there's no punishment for the killers. Now, the police people who are often meant to uphold law, they were the ones who targeted the black people who were protesting peacefully. But the black people, they refused to keep quiet. Now, here you see Martin Luther King and many fearless activists. They used this movement, which means they used peaceful methods. They used legal battles and they also used powerful speeches to demand change. Thousands of people came on the streets. Why? So as to fight against the whites, which means you see that their fight led to the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which banned segregation and ensured equal rights for all the Americans. Doesn't matter what your color of your skin is. It was a hard-won victory for not only democracy but also human dignity and freedom. Right? Now, this movement, it proves that when people stand together, raise their voices and refuse to accept injustice, democracy can bring real change. The civil rights movement, right, it remains not only as a symbol of hope, but also resilience and the unbreakable power of human spirit, right?